Hey, there you are. Welcome back. We're building a wooden airplane again. 1030S Minimax. B. Scott. Got these pieces on yesterday evening. Late, you weren't around, so I went ahead and did it without you. I don't know where you were, but got that piece of plywood on there. And now I need to flip it over. I'm getting the staples out, but I feel a little piece right there. So I gotta flip it over and put the plywood pieces over there now. I got one piece left, and I don't know if it's gonna be enough, because when I cut out the ones for the other wing, and I don't know if I was so smart in material management, but anyway, this is what we got. I'm gonna cut these out, flip it over, glue it on these. We'll be done for a little bit until I got to drill the holes and put the brackets on. Meanwhile, we're going to start on the rear spar. I've got RS9 set up on the table, some plywood. We're going to work on that. We got it transferred over right here where it goes. And this one gives a little bit of a dihedral cut right here. Glue build up. All right, so we're ready to glue them on right quick. We'll get this out of the way. I got to mark this one here. Alrighty. We're going to glue these on. You know what I'm going to say next? Guess what? A beautiful day here in Southeast Virginia. In fact, it might be the most beautiful day there ever was today. It's a high 70s. Beautiful clear sky with just a few little floaty clouds coming by. Very small, cool breeze. Perfect day, early August. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm just glad it ain't 100 degrees. All the plants around here are a little bit wet, a little bit too wet. A lot of plants got fungus and stuff, you know, from being too wet. So a little bit of sunshine and dryness is just what we need. Same time, you know, that rain sure made the crops grow. We got a lot of farmers, a lot of agriculture around here. We got peanuts, soybean, cotton, corn. That's the main thing. It used to be tobacco years ago. Hardly anybody grows tobacco anymore. But anyway, that stuff's been really striving. All the food's been striving. And here we go. When we're gluing, we're making progress, you know it? And I keep saying gluing, but you know I mean epoxying. really thin plywood too. These pieces going on are pretty thick. These pieces going on are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looks like 5, 6, 7 ply, 1/8" birch plywood, pretty strong stuff. That fly landed right on it last night. I was doing some fly, landed right on it. I don't know where he landed next, but he stuck. These 1/4" staples better gonna go through that. All right. Put this little piece on here. Besides drilling some holes, we're done with this star. Always get it to look around the sheen. You can see if you got a little white spot that isn't shiny, you know you didn't get epoxy on it. So we're done with that for a minute. We are going to move on to this. I'm going to go ahead and sand these pieces of plywood here. I got to get that factory release agent off of them. I could have used a hand sander, but this is a brand new tool. I've had it up there for 10 years, never used it. I figured I'd use it a little bit. now I gotta cut these pieces of plywood to length. They're the same length as this far. 247s and a 45. Once I do that, I'm ready to glue it to the spar. You do a 47. End the square first. Not quite. About this end. This end's pretty square, so I'll measure off this end. It's a 47. It's pretty square, so I'll go with it. Okay, there's 2 down. This one's a 45 incher. I'll go with that in. Alright, I'll cut these and be right back. There, 7 there, and 45 here. You gotta shoot them blocks down. Alright, I want this, using the same piece of wax paper over a little bit. Need to come up, roll up here a little bit. I don't want that plywood to get glued to my workbench. All right, I'll just stick that up there like that. Let it run a little bit wild. So I'm going to glue these on. And then I'm going to glue this on. Then I got a piece to put in the middle, which I got to cut. Just a little extra center reinforcing. It's, let me see here. 15, 15, and 6 inches each way. So it's a 30, 42 inches. I'll put that on last. Let me whip up some glue. I've been going through the epoxy and gloves like crazy lately, which is exactly what you want to do. I take and grind this end flat. I don't know if you noticed. When I'm gluing inside the curved plywood, I'll round the edges a little bit. Otherwise, I leave it flat. And when I'm doing big pieces of plywood, I use these big fat tongue depressors. And when I'm doing little stuff, I use them little popsicle sticks. Everybody got their preference. All right. There's a lot of epoxy here. The Lord has blessed us today with a beautiful day. Got some good news about something a little earlier. Probable good news. I'm a little happier. You know, it's nice when you get good news. Jesus calls the gospel the good news. It's a good news that, hey, you are not going to hell. I'll give you my son. He's going to save you. All you got to do is believe that he's my son and I was put here to save you, and that his sacrifice means something. And that's pretty good news. Not everybody accepts it. If you look in the news today, how much good news do you see? You might find one article out of 100 that's actually good news. That's something they ought to put in the paper every single day, is that Jesus died for our sins. And because of that, we're going to live forever in paradise and be happy and be joyful and not have nothing to look forward to but pain and agony and suffering. Sure, we got some of it to look forward to in our lifetime. That's just part of life. Jesus went through it. We're going through it. In our very short little life on earth. It's hard to believe. It's hard to imagine. It's hard to fathom sometimes the depth of God's plan or his love for us. A lot of people can't comprehend it. Since it's so incomprehensible to them, they just don't think about it or don't believe in it. Let me see, I'm gonna put this down here. I just want this sticking out just a little bit. I'm not gluing it on yet. Yeah. I'm gonna glue this backside on, then staple it, and then slide the other into place. There's a method to my madness. The other day I glued one side, let it dry, pulled it out of the jig, and I ain't got time for all that. We're in a hurry. I'm not rushing, but you ever smell a crab fart? That's exactly what this stuff smells like. I never smelled one, I'm just imagining that's what it is. Whenever you mix two chemicals together, you get an odor, don't you? No matter what they are. I'm gonna put some on these first. Right there. Of course, I'll cut that 3 degrees angle of dihedral. Those of you who don't know what dihedral is, that's to where wings, instead of being flat, they're up just a little bit, which helps give you a more stable flight. If you ever looked at most airplanes, almost all propeller airplanes have a dihedral. Jet planes, though, they're not looking for stable. They're looking for flexibility and maneuverability. Those planes you'll see have flat wings because the dihedral goes against being maneuverable. The dihedral goes toward being stable. I'm a big fan of World War II military stuff, and you look at all the most all the planes, they all started out with a dihedral, but when they learned that they got a dog fight and be maneuverable, they went more toward the flat plane, flat wing. Whew, boy, that's some tedious stuff. Hurts my back. Mixed up a pile of epoxy. If it'll be enough or not, we'll see. I was telling a good buddy of mine, Rob, one of my dedicated viewers, you're also one of my best friends in Christ and music, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, he told him, I said, I think I'm gonna have this wing done in the next 30 days or so, which would be great. Then I can start trying to put it together. I got my workshop out, my shop out there all cleaned up. It doesn't have any doors on it, but it's got a roof in the back. But the only place I got big enough to assemble it out of the weather. Anyway, we'll take it out there. I think that just caught me. I have epoxy on every piece of clothes I own that I've been out here with. All y'all craftsmen can concur what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful butt joint right there. I'll move that a little bit. Put a few weights on it. Then we're gonna flip it over and start putting stuff on the inside. What we have now, ladies and gentlemen, is a composite beam. We're gonna call it the rear spar. All right, we'll let that sit. And later on, when I get a chance, I think I'll be able to work on it some more today. We'll come in here and I got some parts to put in there, some vertical stiffeners, strut assembly, all that stuff. And so when you come back, I'll have the staples pulled, have it flipped over. I have a little sanding done here and there, and I'm gonna pre-make these little parts that go inside here. So we're on our way. Then when we get done with this, guess what? We're gonna start putting ribs on. It looks like a wing on the table again. Hopefully in about a month we can get it done. Like I said before, after doing the first one, after learning from my mistakes and learning quicker ways to doing things and being more efficient, this is going a lot better. Quality and time is much, much better. In fact, I feel like making another plane, kinda. Anyway, hope y'all enjoy watching. Hope you're having a blessed day like I am. Hope your day's as beautiful as mine, man. It's gorgeous out there. Thank God for days like today. If you have eyes, and I know some people are blind and can't see, but the people that can see, There's no way that you can believe that this just happened. There's just no way that the beauty and the way things work together perfectly and heal themselves and just the way this world is, that it just happened, because it didn't. So remember to keep looking up to where our Savior's coming from.